everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be playing in the wonderful world of War Thunder. I don't have, let's see, as you can see, the American line I don't have a lot of. I don't really have a lot of any of the branches, but the Americans are probably the least that I've worked on. Well, no, actually the British is probably the least that I've worked on. But as you can see, I'm currently grinding the M4A3, but I've got the M4A1, the Wolverine, the M10, and my other tank that I'm using is the M3 Lee. But I've been playing War Thunder for quite a while, but not regularly like I have with World of Tanks. So as you can see, there's American line. Germans I'm a little higher on. Down to the Tiger H1, working on the Jagdpanzer IV, and I'll probably start working on the Panzer IV-G after that. I'd like to get the Panzer D. Every time I fight one, I get one of those things. I don't know, they always rip me apart, so but obviously it's kind of interesting, you know. The Tiger H1 is battle rating of 5.7. That's one complaint that I have about War Thunder is their battle ratings for different tanks. I mean, the Tiger 1 is, or the H1 has got decent penetration, but it doesn't really have a whole lot of armor, which it historically obviously didn't either. It was better than anything else. The Russians, until they came out with ISs, it was better than what they had, but compared to the Panther D especially, this gun on this thing just rips through the H1. So, but yet it's the same battle rating. So it's kind of strange. You go from a Panzer 3M, which is a battle rating of 3.3, it jumps up to 5.7. Realistically, this should probably be more like 5, or even, I don't know, probably a 5, just because of the armor. But you know, here, let me go on to the Russians. Currently trying to get the Su-85. The Su-122, I'm disappointed in it. I don't know. The TDs in this game aren't the best anyway. Kind of vulnerable. Just don't have good armor. They, you know, historically, the game is more of a simulator than World of Tanks is, obviously. And historically, they weren't frontline fighting tanks anyway. They were supposed to sit back in the back, but and you can do that, but in realistic battle, which is what I play, I didn't start playing out realistic battles, but I've switched over from arcade. But in arcade, you get spotted no matter where you're at, and your little name comes up on the screen, so TDs are pretty much useless. But anyway, I'm working on the Su-85. The cannon on this is just not very good, I don't think, even with the better ammo. Anyway, I've got the KV-2, which, as you can see, at 4.3 battle rating. You know, the IS itself jumps up to 5.7. But I would rather see that Tiger H1 at like a 5 or 4.7 even. But who knows? They've got their reasons for what they do. So anyway, as you can see, KV-2, KV-1, ZIS-5, and the Gaz. And then British. I haven't really played a whole lot of it. I've seen Matilda, and that looks like it'd be a pretty fun tank to run around in. But that's why I'm working my way up this line. Anyway, today I'm going to take out the the Soviet tanks and show you a little bit of War Thunder action. So you've got the KV-2, 152 millimeter howitzer on it. 75 here. Well, let's. The nice thing about War Thunder is they've got this now. It's been like this, what, 6 months or so? I don't know exactly, but basically this is pretty well sloped. This, you want to try and hit them right in that driver port right there. Here, obviously, you need about 100 millimeters, and that's if they're not angled. If they're angled a little bit, 110. And then up here, you can knock out the commander. That's the other thing you can take a look at is the X-ray. You can knock out these guys. I don't know. You've got your ammo up here, but you've got your actual the explosive part of it, the shell itself, or the shell, I guess. Well, this is your shell, but anyway, your brass is down here, which is where your gunpowder is at. So I don't think I've ever been ammo racked up here where it blew up, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure about that. I'd have to investigate it a little more. But as you can see, fuel tanks, radiator, tranny, engine. The only thing that I've noticed about this tank is being that your gun breech is so prevalent, it does get hit a lot and damaged. But anyway, the KV-1, take a look at it real quick. Armor-wise, obviously the same sort of thing. You try and hit this port here. Obviously here you can go right through it, and here. So, but I like to knock out the driver and the loader as much as possible when I'm trying to shoot. But from the side, as you can see, 75 millimeters here. Obviously pretty well sloped. Going back, if you're side scraping, which I found just doesn't work as well as it does in World of Tanks. But let's see the X-ray here, and here's your ammo as well as down here. So you can get set on fire quite a bit. Have your ammo burn your tank up. Fire extinguisher is very important, as well as parts in order to get yourself repaired. And then I guess I should leave this open. If I get a chance, I'll take out the SU-122, but this thing is just kind of a easy target, I guess. All of the tank destroyers in my book are easy targets, but if you can sit back and snipe with them, stay hidden, you're fine. But this one just doesn't have the gun to be able to do it, in my book at least. As you can see, there's your ammo. Here's your shell itself, and then the powder. But alrighty, let's go into battle. That was quick. Usually I'm waiting 30-40 seconds, but there is quite a few people on. I noticed it's about 57,000. So, which is kind of funny. You'd think that this game would be, I mean, the average, usually when I play World of Tanks, averaging, I don't know, 20,000, and that's in the middle of the, 5 to 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the evening, when most people would normally be on, at least on the Western server. So I don't know if that 57,000 is worldwide, or if that's just US servers, or I don't know how they figure in needless to say, that's a fairly good amount of people playing right now. The time that I'm on, at least. So, as you can see, the speed is not the best over rough, or terrain like this. And the turret traverse is terrible. But, no, actually I want to keep my HE. This thing packs quite a punch. If you haven't played War Thunder, or if you're interested in playing it, obviously it's a free game. I shouldn't say obviously, but it is a free game. And it's pretty fun. It's different than probably shouldn't be saying the other tank game. I don't know. The other tank game, World of Tanks. It's different than World of Tanks. It's more of a sim. So you can one-shot people if you hit them in the right spot. You're not taking down. Obviously, there's no health bars that you see. That bar up at the top is your tickets for the match, which is at 16,000. So whoever takes that A point start the counter down for the other team. And at this point in time, I'm just trying to kind of flank around a little bit. You can see most of the forces went through the A cap. And I don't know why I should have taken more time. He got his ammo burnt down there. His ammo rack by the Panzer IV up on the hill there. Terrible reload time as well. But you figure you got a 152 millimeter. I don't know how much those shells weigh, but if I remember right, I think I've heard 50-60 pounds, something like that, and they're a 2-part shell. I don't know if that guy's still over there. Looks like he is. Couldn't get the shot off before he hit me. And he moved back. Either move back or move down a little bit there. And I'm kind of the only one over here. I need to repair this turret pretty quickly. And of course, you do have artillery in the game. On some tanks at least, not all the tanks. But I'm gonna repair real quick. Or as quickly as I can at least. And I'll slowly be able to turn my turret here shortly. Can't move while you're repairing.
Attention to the designated grid square.
I don't know if this guy's still over here. I didn't see a death message for him, so. Worried. It looks like, oh, there he is. jeez.
Attention
Of course he
to the
is.
map.
There we go. That's the power of the 152 millimeter, as you can see. Nothing to laugh about. Especially when you're close like that. I just had to get my gun down on him, and I'm going to get over this little spot here and try and hopefully not get shot from behind. There's something breaking over there, so I can get down below this rock. Be fine. Obviously, these are slower games, I guess you'd say. Or the action is slower. The light tanks don't go speeding around everywhere as quickly. Turn my tank around here real quick. In case somebody does come over the ridge here at me. And repair. Maybe I don't need to repair. I guess I don't need to repair. Thought my turret was broken, but maybe it...
Affirmative.
I'm gonna try and hold these guys back over here, though. Just one. We're capping out. The tickets are gonna start flowing here pretty quickly. Wait until he comes back.
Attention to the map.
He's going to pop back out somewhere. He's either going to pop out here or on the other side of that building. One of the two. And when he does... And you can play this for free either on the PS4, which is what I started my account on, or the PC. And there he goes.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Said, you play, it's cross-platform.
We have taken
So you're going to be playing with PC players, which has an advantage in my book at least. I don't think it probably wouldn't have enough people to play both. So, and that's the reason why it's cross-platform, but see if I can get up here a little bit.
The engine has been destroyed. Let's go. Our sector is under artillery barrage.
Got his driver, machine gunner, and a track, but he's got my... He jammed my turret. So unless I can... No, he's firing his machine gun at me. Fortunately, this tank doesn't have a machine gun on it, but I don't know why he's not firing at me. Maybe I did some damage other than what was reported. I don't think so, but he's going to be dead here shortly. No. That's that. Kind of surprised why he didn't take a shot at me. Like I said, something must have been wrong with his gun.
A little more effort and victory will be yours.
But, fortunately, I haven't been able to highlight the get my turret shot. Keep hitting my turret ring and destroying it, but it is okay, because luckily you can repair. Well, let me get over here a little more. You can see the mobility of this thing is just absolutely, I'm not going to say atrocious, but it's pretty poor. Get down here. And start repairing. 25-second repair on this one. What I was going to say though is I haven't been able to play the KV1, which is good for me, I guess. I mean, I haven't died, but I haven't been able to showcase it either. But maybe probably do one more round. I haven't.
Affirmative.
And maybe just start with the
Attack the D point.
KV1 instead. Oh, let me get my turret swung around. You can tell it's sometimes hard to see what's out there, especially behind trees.
Victory is close.
But we're surrounding their first cap and their second cap, which I don't know. Let's see, they've only got 3 people left, and it doesn't look like the first, those 2 at the bottom have done anything anyway. But second on the team so far. 4 kills, no deaths. As you can see, this tank, it's not necessarily overpowered because I'm just up against Cromwells for the most part, and they don't have a very good gun. Why does it sometimes shoot 2 shells? He's in a T-34 in 1942. I have no idea what he's talking about. Never had that. That would be interesting though. A little bug in the game apparently. See if that guy's over here somewhere though. He's got 2 kills on him. So he's a decent player at least. Deaths though at the same time.
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
He's in a plane flying around. I don't see him over here at least. And those guys are obviously on the cap, or I mean on the spawn point there, so watch, I'm gonna get shot in the back or something and die. But in realistic battle, you don't see the, like I can see my own players' names. but can't see the opposition's names. Arcade, obviously you can see everybody's name and what kind of tank they're driving. And then in Simulator, which you have to, a certain game mode that you have to have the kind of tank that it's an event, basically. You don't get anybody's name, which can be kind of tricky sometimes. You gotta watch your fire. If you're not sure what you're shooting at, don't shoot at it. You can easily kill your own teammate. Second in the team. And see here. Vehicle research 1720. I don't have a premium account. Obviously, if I did, I would have gotten 1448. Instead, I received 9656, but research went all to this and onto that SU-85. Let me take the so I did get this, actually. It's nice, which is once you get 60 you can buy a booster, which I've already gotten, but I never get enough to purchase these. I just don't play enough. I play every day. I should say I log on every day to get my bonus, but I don't play every day. And I don't play, I already received that one. I don't play airplanes in it. I mean, I have, but I just don't, I'm not that into them as much as I am into tanks. But as you look here, this is the tank simulator battle. So basically, at this time today, I don't know how long it's gonna, whether it's all day or, ends in 14 hours. So you have to have one of these tanks in order to play in it, or those planes. And I don't. Obviously, they're all in red. I do have a premium vehicle which was given to me, but it's a British, a Mark 1 3rd Royal Tank Regiment. Basically, it's a, I don't know if that's a, it's not a Crusader. I can't remember what they, yeah, cruiser. In the world of tanks, it would be Mark 1 cruiser, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if it is or not, but that's... Anyway, I'm babbling on here. So, we'll get back out on the battlefield and take the KV-1 out, just so you can see what that one's like. And probably, I don't do as well in it. Just doesn't have as good of a game, or a gun, in my book at least. Armor's just as good. It's the same chassis, just a different turret. But pretty close to the same chassis. It's not exactly the same, but armor is a little different. But anyway, well, that one took a little while. So thanks to the magic of video, we can edit out a little bit here. But what am I doing here? I'm trying to remember what, there's your machine gun. Anyway, I'm going to try and get into the middle a little bit more here, and then head on with them. And obviously, realistic battles, you're not, I'm playing with there's a German tank next to me there. These aren't realistic to the point where you're only fighting Axis versus Allies like you do in the simulator battles. But try and get up to the ravine there. There's the river running through it, and reach myself behind a rock while they're already starting to cap. That's nice. As you can see, ammo-wise, you do have to unlock ammo, but you got 1, 2, and 3 there. The first one is AP. The second one's APCR with, I think that's a ballistic cap on it, APCR BC or whatever it is, and then you've got number 3 is HE. You've got quite a few more ammo types. They all are their own characteristics. Obviously number 2 there, it shows it's more shrapnel. I think the pin is a little lower if I remember right. When you do pin, it does more internal damage, so you can knock out their crew faster. So, you can cap below the bridge as well, or get up on top of it, but you kind of have to be dumb to get up on top of the thing. We're going to perch ourselves right behind this Panzer 4. Oh, there's a... See, the turret traverses quite a bit better. There's a tank sitting right behind that rock there. And his turret, which is pretty easy on the Achilles because they open turret, and I think it's, you know, 10 millimeters or something. I'm not sure exactly. I don't remember for sure. 10 to 25, something in that range, but you knock out their crew in this, and that's basically it for the tank. So head on over here with the T-34. Les Dome. And we've got the cap. Teams in this are quite a bit different as well. Sometimes you get teams that aren't worth their weight in feathers, to say the least. And then, you know, you get teams that basically will sit there and camp, I should say, like the guys. I mean, the TD's sitting back there behind in the I line. Sorry, the L. I can understand why they're sitting back there. You know, you're in a tank destroyer in this game, and they're just not worth anything on the front lines. But this guy's getting peppered from somebody up here. Those aren't alive anymore. There we go. Knocked out my gunner. Breach. Turret. Artillery blowing up all around me. Oh, I'll get back down here. And ooh, that was a close one. Repair real quick. 20 seconds. Down my track. That's not good. Artillery just raining death from above on me. And there's more artillery. little bit low, I think. It's probably... Or maybe... It's low a little. And I don't have a fire extinguisher. Just missed him. This fire is just gonna, yeah, as you can see, it burns you out. So, that's fine though. I got one kill. Obviously would have liked to have done more, but smacked right through my fuel tank, my ammo, and burned me out. So, hoping I could take the SU out, but unfortunately I don't have enough points. So, check out the play here. I don't know if they have any guns, or I mean any planes out right now or not. Don't see any specks in the sky though.
A little more effort and victory will be ours.
Right there. Way too low on him there. This thing only, I think it's 7.62 millimeter. It's basically about a 30 caliber roughly. Yeah.
Awesome.
Same as what's in an AK-47 if I remember right. But for the most part, when I'm scooting around in this, obviously you can see it does on rough terrain. It's 25 miles per hour. It gets up and moves. So usually what I'm doing with it is just trying to,
Excellent.
if I needed to, get into the cap zone or do reconnaissance with it, because this gun just isn't enough.
Attack hostile
In the
troops.
plane, but
I agree.
it's not enough to really do any damage to anybody. I can hit tanks with it, but it doesn't penetrate them. Not until you get up into 20 millimeter or higher. But it's a beautiful looking game. I mean, the water effects. Or a flight simulator. The ground side of it is just... I've got it settings wise. They're custom settings, but it's as high as you can get.
Pressure on. Victory is close.
Without a lead, like an arcade, it would kind of hard to see what. Yeah, I gotta get into him there. Another hit. There he is. World.
The driver is unconscious.
Come on, get him back in. Not sure if that was my own tank shooting at me. I don't know why they would. definitely doing some damage up there. I don't know if he's hitting anything. Oh, yeah, he got my... Not a very good match in that one. But... researched everything in Tier 2 for my AA there. And probably this right here. Armor-piercing incendiary tracers. Obviously not very much penetration, 9mm, so I'm not going to be doing anything to other tanks. I have killed drivers, or I should say loaders and gunners in open turret tanks, but in tank destroyers basically. But let's see, and we got the fire extinguisher. If I would have had that in my last battle, I would have been fine. And next, probably go for this. HEBC, armor-piercing high explosive with ballistic cap. That's a pretty decent pen, 98. So, you can get that. Only need about 30, or no, 50 more roughly. 41 more. 105 with the armor-piercing ballistic capped. But anyway, let's see. Only 5,700 more. And you can, you know, I don't have a lot in this crew because it was a new crew when I got the tank. But 22. Try to get my gunner and loader up. One short on that. Might dump that into the keen vision on the commander. Yeah. But anyway, that is War Thunder. If you haven't tried it, it's fun. It's obviously a slower game, but you can still be aggressive in it. At least I try to play aggressively. A lot of people I notice, they just camp in the back. Which that's your own way of playing. I'm aggressive in World of Tanks. That's just the way I play, so I do probably die more than a lot of other people, but you get to play another tank. It's not like that's the end of the match for you, like it is in World of Tanks as well, or either. But anyway, that is War Thunder. Like I said, if you haven't tried it, try it out. I don't have a monster PC. I mean, I've got a decent CPU, decent graphics card, but I'm maxed out as far as settings pretty much. I don't think, I mean, maybe draw distance is not maxed out, I don't remember, but it's above movie quality. And I get 60 plus frames per second, so it's a fun game though. If you like War Thunder or you're interested in tanks or airplanes, give it a go. I'll leave a link in the description to it. Anyway, have a good day and subscribe for more on my channel and leave a comment. I'd like to know what you think.